The Broncos will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UMass's offense will get the first crack at it here. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this
There he goes! At the 30. Inside the touchdown, UMass! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Western Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Caught close to the marker, it's Brooks. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes the catch, it's Brooks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reynolds. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in, it's Brooks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Broncos are on the move. Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Makes the grab, it's Houston. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start. Move it back.
False start on offense.
Not much of a decision to make there, so the defense will move them back. It's like it's flag day or something. All of the penalties bring up a 1st and 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Snagged out of the air. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Touchdown, Minutemen! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Miles. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, UMass! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point was good to finish things off. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt, defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position. But that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Minutemen! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime and get a little juju going.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Hood. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. To the air, it's Hairston. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. On the move, he fires. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Houston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Looking down the middle. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Unloads to the wideout. Right on target this time. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UMass! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Duggan.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quickly to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the 1st down.
Shut down and shut out in the 1st half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. This one's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Still running at the 35. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just ran him over. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeben are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it behind the line. It's Hood. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Hairston. Looking for his man. Got his man to the left. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 15. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. The option look. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen! You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Fights off a defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to...
Looking deep down the right side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid...
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hairston. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, UMass. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Jones to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He'll keep it himself. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Turns it loose. Complete to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jones wants to throw it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.